Hello, team. I would like first to thank you for showing up today. Today, we're going to look at different things. As you know, Akem is planning to build a plant in Vietnam so as to facilitate sales in China and India. That's why in this video, we're going to discuss about too many things. Those are the core considerations that one has to know when expanding manufacturing overseas. And secondly, we will talk about benefits and risks that we have to know as we expand Akem overseas. Let's first start with some considerations that we need to know. From the research I made, I have found that there are some things, according to Jarrett, there are some things that we need to put into consideration when expanding business overseas. First of all, um, eh, we need to know the culture, generally the culture of Vietnamese, so as to be able to work with them without offending them because of their culture. Another thing that not only for China but also for many all the other countries, culture is one of the consideration. Another thing that we have to consider when expanding um, a company overseas, we have to think about regulations and rules. Here I'm talking about the tax laws, employment laws, and other restrictions that govern business in the country that where the business want to expand. So this is helps us to see whether the rules, the regulations, the restrictions are very burdensome, or to see if the company is going to comply with them as required by the laws in that country. Another consideration, we have to consider uh, the, 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 the technology that is in that country. So if there are technological means like internet access, like broadcasts that are going to be used in the marketing. So technology is also another thing to consider when expanding to another country. Another thing that we need to look at another consideration to look at when expanding business, we need to look at um, the political factors, environmental factors. We also need to look at social factors that can affect our business. So those are some key core considerations that one has to put in to 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 have in mind before expanding a business overseas. So now let's look at different benefits and risks that can affect Akem as we expand to Vietnam. First of all, starting by benefits, I would like to say that in India, I mean in Vietnam, um, there is political stability, so there are no wars, no conflict. So that's a good thing that can attract us to go and expand manufacturing there. The second benefit is that the wage and salaries in Vietnam is very low comparing to other countries. So once we hire people from Vietnam, we're going to pay them a lower wage and salaries comparing to other countries. Another benefit is that the manufacturing industries there are very few, and they only produce for the local market. So I think that's a good opportunity for Akem to start there, to expand there in order to outcompete the local industries that are in the field of manufacturing. Another benefit is that um, in Vietnam, the government has agreement with the United States government of doing international business together. That facilitates sales. I mean, that facilitates collaboration between two countries. And the last benefit is that in Vietnam, uh, there are laws and regulations that are not that are not burdensome to the United States, because the government has the policy of encouraging foreign businesses to come and invest there. Therefore, they put lower taxes comparing to other businesses. Lastly, I would like to talk about risks. The risks that can affect ACAM. First of all, um, the, the, the poor education system, because from the research I made, according to Jarrett, the system in Vietnam is very poor. So it produces employees who are not really skilled at the standard that ACAM intends to to have. This can affect the business, because once we hire employees who are not skilled, the business is going to, struggle. And another risk is that Vietnam is exposed to disasters like sea water raises, like earthquakes. So those are other risks that can affect ACAM. Another risk is that there is a high rate of corruption, and there is also language, because many of Vietnamese don't know English, so that can be a risk of expanding the business there. So uh, when comparing the benefits and risks, we can choose whether to expand and go, and not expanding there. But those are the benefits and risks that can affect the business once we expand there. So thank you very much.